Welcome. This week we are looking at how to get smooth transitions with this Phoenix Guard model. If you find the video useful, make sure to subscribe. I've been posting videos every 6 days at the beginning of the year and I plan to continue till the end of it. First, the Phoenix. Beginning from a black base coat is counterproductive when working with transparent colors. You'll see how in order to achieve full opacity I'll be needing 3 to 4 coats of red. After reaching it, I continue with orange. In order to create a color transition, I'm leaving 1 or 2 feathers in red. This will be repeated step by step, creating a ladder of color. However, you might be asking how come it doesn't look like 3 steps of red, orange and yellow. Well, orange and yellow both are translucent just as red. So after finishing one of these steps on the ladder, I apply a second coat of orange over the same area. But I reduce the area to have some of the previous step visible. After 3 coats of orange, the color will probably reach its full opacity. From there, I add yellow to the mix and repeat once again till I decide to move on to pure yellow. You could, if you want, just use red and yellow since you'll get orange from mixing them. To finish up, I created more contrast by adding a bit of black to the red and touching up the tips to simulate what could be ashes. Let us have a look now at the elf model. Having primed the model in black, I proceed to base coat everything, which was followed by adding shadows. If you have washes for this step, great. I'll be using heavily diluted paint instead, so no need to go out and get some if you don't have them. The diluted paint will accumulate in the recesses and darken them up to create shadows. I ended up adding a bit more brown for a darker finish in the end. For the cape, I used no washes. I applied thin coats of paint one after another, by mixing white into my base light blue. You can see how much the color tunes down after it dries. Just like with the Phoenix, with each step I reduce the painted area and slowly build up the color, till I reach higher opacity. The shadows were too blue for my liking, so I went over with the same mix as my first step but diluted it a bit more to tune it down. Let us now have a look at what not to do. This highlight I'm doing here is very simple. However, since I didn't dilute my paint, it jumps out a lot. Meanwhile, look how this diluted one blends as the paint dries for a super smooth finish. If you wish to go even brighter, remember to go shorter as well as thinner with your highlights. Finally, the metallics. I remove excess paint and twist my brush to get a fine tip. Going back to my base color after washing it will provide two-tone difference, which will give us more contrast. For fine details, remember not to stab at the model, but work with the side and tip of the brush. It will make it much easier. After basing, here is the end result. I hope this video serves as a good example on how to achieve smooth transitions. And remember to leave any questions or suggestions in the comments. Till next week.